Now it says we're live. I don't know what was going on there earlier. Of course, it's Thursday night. I'm your host, your most humble of hosts, Dan Moulton, aka GotBot. As always, man, please like, comment, share, of course, subscribe, and while you're at it, light them up, baby. And hit the notification bell, please. It helps me out a ton. It lets you know when content of all sorts goes up here on the channel. Check out Machinery of Man, The Everything Factor, all the groups that I'm either a mod or an admin for, as well as all of my social media links, all of that in the description down below. Also in the description down below. And if you are in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. You can check us out on Patreon. You can see what we have to offer to you on Teespring, or of course you can hit the join button right here on YouTube and become a channel member. I'm sorry about the technological issues here. I don't know what was going on there. Bear with me just a few moments here while I get it set up. Hope you guys are having a great week. This has been quite a day. Kids, man, that's all I'm gonna say. Kids, and a lot of them. We're gonna do this, and let's go up there like that. And I gotta pop out our chat here. Hope you guys can hear me because I seem to have been having mic problems as well on top of everything else. So somebody let me know if you can't hear me, man. You got to turn me down? Okay, well then good, actually, because I don't know what was going on. I really don't. But yeah, I'm here now. Hey Brian, Big M, happy to see you here. Hey Warren, Cyber, Grimlock gone. Of course, Starscream wife. Hey Landon, Lee, Marcus. Sounds good. Okay, good. Loud and clear. Good. Okay, so without any kind of further ado, we're going to jump into the news. We don't have a ton of news this week, but some quirky news this week, I guess. Of course, most of our news, I get it from a number of sources, but I'm going to give a shout out here to T-Formers. I get a lot of my news from there, and they like to showcase a lot of picture galleries, as well as a lot of third-party add-on kits and stuff. So certainly a site worth checking out if you haven't done so. Highly recommend. There you go. Highly recommend from me. Hey, Waspinator. Barely made it this early. Listen, man, I was late, honestly. So I'm going to jump into it because I'm a little late starting. I don't want to be all night. It has been quite a day. Just kids, right? That's all I can say. 8-year-olds, right? But it's Thursday night. We're going to have a bit of fun here. We're going to go through the news. I do have a couple of things here to show you guys, unboxing, if you will, at the end of the show. Of course, we have trivia. So let's dive right into it. First things first, to our fans in the UK. You guys, pretty lucky. You have had the Cyberverse Ultra Sludge come out. Fairly simplistic, but I have a number of the Ultra class offerings by way of Rack and Ruin and Clobber, for example. And honestly, I dig them. I really, really like them. They're not perfect. They're certainly hollow. They're definitely a cheaper alternative. But if you're okay with that, then the Ultras are all right. I'm not hateful against them. The Sludge looks okay. I don't know how I feel about the blue rather than the black, but that's just an aesthetic choice. If you dig the blue, then it's a decent enough Sludge. So he's out, as well as Deluxe Slug, which is kind of good to go with our Sludge Lad. And I assume somebody out there probably has a Grimlock, Deluxe Grimlock preferably, because the Deluxe Grimlock is pretty darn good. Roll and combine Wheeljack and Grimlock to give us Wheelgrim. Come on, Wheelgrim. What a load of nonsense. But here's the exciting thing for UK fans. Legacy Bulkhead and Blaster are out at regular retail. Congratulations to you guys getting something early. I still think back to when the UK got stiffed with Combiner Wars Wave 2. And honestly, like, I'm glad that you're getting something, quite early, to be honest with you. Good for you guys, assuming you're into Legacy and that's what you want. So I'm sort of happy about that. Buzzworthy Fangrey Concept Art was shown this week. It looks very much like the concept art that we actually, or it looks very much like what we actually got in plastic. I think it was fine enough concept art. It seemed like it was more like final line detailing than concept art. Speaking of concept art, we also saw concept art for the upcoming Legacy kickback. Not a fan. Saw it, and the forearms and the hands seem very. The forearms kind of have little spikes on them, and the hands seem very. The only way I can describe it is, I hope you know this, and you know, excuse me if you don't like a GoBots reference, but his hands are like Coptor's claws, and I was like, no, that's not kickback. His hand shouldn't be like Coptor's claws. No, thank you. Not a fan. Now, they were kind of like that on the G1 toy. I was never a fan of it. I never liked it. I always thought they should have had the bug, I don't know, legs, I guess, on like the back of his arm, and he should have had a sensible hand. Lo and behold, some 35, almost 40 years later, what do we get? Yeah, you got it. We get hands. So it is what it is. Yeah, I'm glad they didn't go with the concept art. I'm glad they tweaked it and made it more G1, to be honest with you. So, I mean, to each their own, I suppose. The Authentics Cybertron Battlers, Optimus Prime B and Megatron are out. No box. They're just in like a display. They look like trash. They have 5 points of articulation, a head that can go around a circle, arms that can go around, and legs that I guess can kick forward and back. And that's it. No knees, no elbows, no accessories, no ankle tilt, no wrist rotation, bicep, no elbows, like none of that stuff, right? And they don't even look very good. I don't know why they wasted the time developing these. Again, this takes me back to a few years ago when I only ever saw them in Walmart, and there were like these figures, I'll say you can get. They weren't good. I have a silver Optimus Prime. I'm yeah, it at least they looked okay. This doesn't even look okay. So I don't know. I don't get Authentics. I know it's like a budget line, but like it's like bad dollar store KO budget line, but it's sold for more than what a dollar store price is. I don't know. It's not for me. Check it out if you want. I don't think it's great, but that's just me. TFCon. To those who are going, it's finally kicking off tomorrow, and I'm glad because I'm tired of hearing about it. And they keep adding more and more and more and more people to panels. Man, come on, it's impossible to see everyone. John Machida Jr., we all know and love him the most as Blur, though in the recent stop motions, the ones that came out with the reissue of the 86 movie, I gotta say, he done a lot of the directing there and voice direction and stuff, and he done a great job. So, an icon, some people, of course, know him as the fast-talking Micro Machines guy as well. So, a real nice guest for TFCon at least. Speaking of TFCon, we have also found out that they will have an exclusive, and that's going to be, I just want to make sure that I say this right, and I need to find it to say it right. It is going to be Vexopromion recolor in his classic colors, blue and gray. For those who don't know, the original Vexopromion was released as apparently Onyx Prime. And I'm like, no, if anything, he turns into like a bat thing. So it's kind of Onyx Primal, but really it looks like Batman. It's Batman as a Transformer. It's a crossover as Batman. This is the same thing. It's a crossover as Batman. I'm sure it's great and stuff, but it's not for me. Of course, him being now blue and gray is an homage to the original Batman colors of blue and gray. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm sure it's great. I like MMC. I think they make a nice product. I generally nice materials and stuff. So I think it's great. And I think it's definitely something that makes perfect sense as an exclusive. I think it's retailing for. I just want to make sure that I'm saying this right as well. I think it's retailing for 80 bucks US, I think, which I think is a fair price for it. Or is it 110? I'm not sure. Either way, I think it's a fair price for what you're getting. Ages 3 and up are the ones who are offering this. I assume it'll be available on their site as well. I don't know how quickly it'll sell out. I think the original Vexopromion sold out pretty darn quick, but I can't say that for sure because I just didn't bother. It's nothing wrong with it. I just didn't bother because it's not when I first heard it, I was excited. When I saw the following result, I was like, far too Batman-y for my taste. And I'm not really much of a crossover guy, so it didn't speak to me. If you are, I think that this is a winner. I'll say that. If you're a crossover person, if you are like, man, Batman Transformers cool, then I think that this is an absolute win. What else do we have here? I like this. So I think it was TFW 2005 put up, I'll say a new snippet of a release on March 5th saying, hey, the core class Rodimus is out in Canada. And like they gave credit to someone, I can't remember who it was, and that's fine. And I laughed because 2 days earlier, I had shown a core class Rodimus here on the channel. Like, I don't know why you put it up as news. I already showed it. It was old news 2 days later, man. I don't know. I like some of these news sites, man. I'm just saying, some of them are a little iffy sometimes with their timing on stuff and who they give credit to for stuff and whatnot. Believe half of what you read, man. Believe half of what you read. As we go down here, yet again, where am I to now? Newage showed off their Golden Lagoon Optimus Prime. Looks gorgeous. A lot of gold paint on there, man. Or I assume it's gold paint. It looks more like chrome to me. It looks like, what is it, back metallicized chrome. I found it funny because a few weeks ago I talked about the Dr. Wu Golden Lagoon Optimus Prime and mistakenly called it the Newage Golden Lagoon Optimus Prime. It wasn't. It was the Doctor Wu one. But now, a couple of weeks later, lo and behold, we do actually have a Newage Golden Lagoon Optimus Prime. Cool. I got nothing against it. It looks great. Again, it's not for me. I'm not a Legends collector. If I was, maybe I'd get it. I don't know. But I do think that looking at it in both robot and vehicle mode, it is something really special to behold. It is like a lot of times with Golden Lagoon stuff, you got some parts that are gold and some parts that are like a goldy, yellowy plastic. This seems to have very little of that plastic. It seems like it's a lot of gold paint, so much gold. If you know who I was referencing there, because it was a bad impression, but if you know who I was referencing there, bonus points for you, man. But yeah, I don't really have anything against it. They also showed off a Marvel Comics version of their Megatron, Agamemnon, I think is his name. Great Megatron mold. Having it colored like the Marvel Comics is okay. Instead of black, it's more of a dark bluey type of color. But the face and the shape of the helmet is very G1 cartoon rather than the Marvel Comics. So it's that Agamemnon done in those colors, but I really feel like to kind of send it home for those people who are fans of the comics and our Legends collectors, they probably really should have done a head remold. Rest of it, they could have left the same, but a head remold, I think, would have really put it over the top. It's nice, but it could have been just a little bit better. Speaking of releases and whatnot in different countries, Peru, not a place that we hear a lot of in terms of Transformers releases coming first, but apparently DK Guard is out there at regular retail. Who saw that coming? The DK Guard, which is a Generation Selects online to a lot of places, is at regular retail in Peru. Go figure, right? I got nothing against it, but go figure. I do want that because it'll be my Shattered Glass Ironhide, so I'm looking forward to it. Plus, I don't have a hate on for the Earthrise mold like a lot of people do. Getting him, I think that'd be enough to round out my Autobot Shattered Glass cast. I think I'm good then, but I could use a few more Decepticons. Speaking of Shattered Glass, you may have noticed that this week I did not have reviews after the countdown on Monday because most of the week was taken up with having to do a I guess like a lot of voice recordings and stuff for a very in-depth look at the Shattered Glass comics that's coming up tomorrow. Look, tomorrow, Friday, man, after work, when you go home and you're beginning to settle into the weekend, get your favorite snack, get yourself a drink, sit down, and I'm going to explain to you what I think about the Shattered Glass comics. There's definitely going to be some spoilers in there, I'm not going to lie. And maybe for those people who really adore IDW and can't understand why I haven't been a huge IDW fan, maybe this will explain it to you. because there's things I liked, there's things that weren't great, and then there's some ugly thrown in there. So there's good, bad, and ugly thrown in there. And Starscream wife would be able to verify that, like, I really spent a significant amount of time and effort trying to do like justice to this comic story. There were a lot of notes taken. I've done a lot of reading. I tried to give it a real chance, and you'll see what the results of that are tomorrow. So, I mean, take it for what it is, right? Nendoroid, I don't even know how to say that. They have a G1 Starscream. It's the little chibi, super deformed, big head Starscream. Shockingly well articulated for us, chibi and small as it is. Really well articulated. It comes with about 4 different faces. Like, I'm pretty darn impressed, man. Looking forward to some Shattered Glass info. First of all, Shanzi, thank you very much for being tonight's super chat super fan. I really appreciate it. And you know what? I hope that it's eye-opening. Now, I'm not gonna lie, like, get ready to settle in. I think it's like maybe 50 minutes, but I'm also reviewing 5 comics with good, bad, and ugly, and then my overall impression. So there's a lot going in here. And I don't think I'll kind of visit comic reviews very often, but I felt like, especially since IDW is losing the Transformers license or giving it up or whatever, that I deserve to give that company's take on Transformers one final kick at the can. I never liked it when they got it. I haven't been a fan, but I said, you know what? I owe it to you guys. I owe it to me to give it one last chance. I'm a big fan of Shattered Glass. There's certain things that before I read this, that I expected. I'll explain to you tomorrow what I expected going into this. Thank you, Ultra Megatronus, Super Chat, Super Fan. Very much appreciated, sir. Very much appreciated. Far too kind. So we have all of that. Okay, let's go over here. Before I look at the news right here, I'm going to check in with you guys because I know you've been saying stuff, and Starscream wife was holding down the fort there a little bit, but I'm going to check in with you guys. Wait till I do the unboxing. One of these is wild, man. Or I think it's wild. Let's see. Don't think I got down really far. Got that past land in there. And if I skip stuff, guys, again, I apologize if I skip stuff. All's good on your end. Okay, got my DK2 guard. Speaking of DK2 guard, right? From Ironhide today in, and the black color scheme with red face and thighs. You know, I'm honestly, Brian, congratulations. I'm glad you got it. I look forward to mine. It's a lot of people said use the drones, the DCS drones as a Shattered Glass Ironhide. I think that DK Guard works better as that because there is some red. Like, I guess it depends on the artwork, but for what I think of when I think of Shattered Glass Ironhide, it's pretty much DK Guard. Although when I think of it, his face is still silver, but I could take a red face. I'm okay with that. I don't have anything against it as well. I'm on a Hot Wheels binge right now. I know, Jay. I saw all your Hot Wheels pictures on Instagram. Can anyone join the Fiesta? No, anybody can join, buddy. Hey, Dragonfly. Sorry I haven't been here for the streams. I've been busy. You got a life. You got a life, Landon. You got to do what you got to do, buddy. By the way, I'm going to mention this now. Next week's show is going to be on Wednesday. Speaking of changes and stuff. Not Thursday, because this time next week, I'm probably just going to be getting home after a very long day, because next Thursday is parent-teacher interviews. So I can't be in 2 places at once, right? And after all day at that, just getting home now and like no food, no nothing. It's just, I'm going to do it on Wednesday. You guys come back here on Wednesday and we'll have another visit. But we're not done today's yet. As we go down here, and I know I'm going to be skipping a bit of stuff. Legacy Bulkhead Girl. Yeah, it's not for me. Hey, Maximal 10. As we go down here. Studio Series Perceptor arrived from Amazon yesterday. He's great. I'm surprised. Like Perceptor in Canada isn't even slated to come out until April 1st. So I don't expect them until May, maybe. I'm shocked that he's coming out to people that early. Same with DK Guard. He's not expected until April 1st. I don't believe for a second he's actually going to release here in Canada on April 1st. I'm expecting more like May-ish. We're not getting stuff quick at all, man. Perceptor is nice. Now I can't speak to Perceptor. I know literally nothing about it. You know me. I don't look at a review. I don't read a thing. I don't nothing. The only thing that I can say is I did see a picture and he was pretty significantly taller than the Titans Return one, which I do like. So I do like that. Hey Teen Toys. Let's see. If I go down here. But the Batman 2004 cartoon is my childhood. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, you youngins. You youngins. Although, man, I love Batman the Animated Series way back in what 93. And even then I'm a little old for it, but I still loved it because it's Batman. I just don't like crossovers. That's the only thing with me. I'm not a crossover guy. Adam West was my teen years. Adam West. I'm not gonna lie, man. My first foray into so story time. When I was very little, there was a show on Sunday mornings that used to come on CBC, the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, CBC Channel 3, and it was called Switchback. And I can't remember anything about what was on the show Switchback that used to come on Sunday mornings, but I do remember that they used to have a 10-minute session, I'll say, where they would show a part of one of the episodes of the 60s Batman. And that's the first time that I was ever introduced to Batman other than like the comic books. And I was like, this is cheesy, but like I kind of like it. And then I discovered that there was a movie and I rented that movie, man, 100 times, 100 times. The one where you have Riddler and you have Joker and you have Penguin and you have Catwoman and they're like in a submarine and I can't remember what it is that they're planning to do. But like a shark bites onto Batman's leg and instead of biting Batman's leg off, the shark just hangs there. And in his belt, he conveniently has like shark repellent spray and he sprays at the shark. The shark just lets go of his leg and goes, no blood or nothing, right? And he didn't have a muscle suit. I mean, he was 100% West, man, and that's all you needed, right? Anyway, years later, on I'll say YTV, it's like youth television is the way it was set up. In the afternoons, they would have a number of shows on, and for a long time, they showed the '60s Batman daily. So, like, I got to know that really, really well. Like before Michael Keaton, I got to know that really, really well. And then Michael Keaton came along. So, mine kind of does go back, Blue, to the 60s. Not that I was around in the 60s, but it goes back to that. TFCon is signing up everyone as guests. I think TFCon is signing up everyone as guests because they are trying to really stack it where this is like a huge comeback for them. Tony Khan. Yeah, they are pulling a Tony Khan. I get the joke. Oh, I hope Input's here to hear that. Yeah, I get the joke. Tony Khan is signing everyone. That being said, if anyone here besides me and probably Razor Bear are AEW fans, man, Revolution this past weekend on Sunday night was phenomenal. What a great, great show with great timing. It was really well done. Wait, does Batman toy being a what? I don't know, Blue. Let's see. I hope TFCon saved some guests for the 20th anniversary in Toronto. Oh, I'm sure that they'll have a lot in Toronto 20th anniversary. Man, oh man, oh man. What a shame I'm never going to get to experience that. CM Punk, Canadian TV, comedy, check out Don Adams. I love Don Adams too. I love Don Adams. How can you not love Don Adams, man? Get Smart was great. Retail what? Normally stuff comes out on retail before pre-orders are out. I grew up on the 66 Batman, right? Repeats. Yeah, absolutely. I grew up on that too. I think a majority of people became fans of the Bat because of the 66 Batman. Agreed. Agreed. My favorite was when they were being detectives and like I don't know, like someone had signed to a hotel or rented a factory or something, and the name on the lease was P. N. Gwyn. Wait, P. N. Gwyn. It must be the nefarious penguin. Like that's yeah, you had to figure that out, hey? You didn't just know that. You had to figure that out, hey? I saw the Adam West Batman movie last year. It's well, you really can't let go of you can't let go of the bomb. Yes, you're right. You can't let go of the bomb. Oh gosh, I forgot about that. I forgot so many great details about that movie. CM Punk, I love Punk's entrance, by the way. Nice throwback to Ring of Honor. AEW coming to your area in a few weeks. Well, hopefully you get a big hug from MJF, right? Adam West and Michael Keaton are my Batmen or my Batmans. Batmans? Batman? Yeah, I agree with you. Adam West and Michael Keaton are mine too, really. Although I didn't have a hate on for Christian Bale. Also, you got I got 2 boxes of stuff to review. Yeah, I'll get to that pain eventually, sooner than later. Return of the Cape Crusader and Two Face were the best. Eartha Kitt as Catwoman. Yeah, thought she was great. I thought that she was way ahead of her time too. Looking back now, CM Punk coming out of it to his original music was epic. I agree. You know what else was epic? Wednesday night, Jeff Hardy coming out to his music. I was surprised. Apparently, WWE didn't own that. It was owned by Zach whoever, and Tony Khan has like leased the rights. So there you go. And done the same for Bob Holly's music. Heath Ledger was great too. Heath Ledger was great. He was a great Joker. He was a great actor. He was taken out well before his time. Ordell Boy and Rodney, if you're in the UK and watched what? Only Foods and Horses? Whoa. Whoa. Hey Terry. Do I remember Batman and Robin? What? Met Kato and the Green Hornet? Yes, I do remember when they met Kato and the Green Hornet. I absolutely do remember that, Terry. Yep. I hadn't, but I do now. Kato, of course, being Bruce Lee. DK2 guard and Lift Ticket here on April 3rd. Lift Ticket's nice. I reviewed him. I love the red. I thought it really kind of bounced and looked brilliant. It's a cameo. I also recall 2004, the Batman Adam West guest starred as the mayor. Adam West makes a great mayor. Shout out to Family Guy. Okay. So Transformers and Funko are releasing Transformers NFT, non-fungible or whatever it is, tokens. And the first time I said it, I think to my wife, she was like, "What? No, that's not what it means." And I was like, "Yeah, that's what it means." Some people have said, well, you know, in a world where we're very concerned about environmental protection and whatnot, this is a great environmentally friendly way to continue collections. It's pictures, like they showed it on a number of the news websites. You could take a screenshot and just crop it, and boom, there you go. You got it. Why are you spending money on this? And then a year from now, you replace your phone. Like, I'm sorry, I don't get it. I don't get these NFTs. I don't know why anybody would spend money on them. You can get 5 digital pops for $9.99. I don't know why you'd want real ones. I don't get pops. I got to be honest with you. I don't get pops. I don't understand the point. They don't do anything. They don't really move. They're just there with their cute eyes. So it's not for me, but if it's for you, cool. But 5 digital pops for $9.99. So 5 pictures of pops for $10 US, or you can get 15 pictures because let's be realistic. Basically, it's a picture, right? For $30. Okay, it's not a deal. It's just 5 is 10, so 15 is 30. So it's not a deal or anything. They come classified as common, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary, and grail. There's also some physical ones, and you get them if you get the legendary and grail, or you collect the whole set. Then you can get these physical pops. And the physical ones are Devastator, Hot Rod, Gold Matrix Optimus Prime, um, Rumble. They call him Rumble, but it's Frenzy because it's the red and black guy. Don't tell me it's Rumble, it's Frenzy. And Sideswipe. Now, that being said, Hot Rod is considered legendary. Megatron is considered epic. Freddy Funko is there as Bumblebee. There's a Jetfire that's considered uncommon. Shockwave is considered rare. But get this. So if you want the physical pop, okay, you got to make sure to get that Grail. That's your real trick. The Grail is the Gold Matrix Optimus Prime. The chance of getting a Gold Matrix Optimus Prime is 0.28. Not even literally not half a chance. Barely a quarter of a chance. I don't know why anybody would get this or do this. I think that this is the biggest waste of money. I read this, I saw the pictures, and all I could think is a fool and their money are soon parted. I don't understand why anybody would ever buy any of this. It's the biggest waste of money I've ever seen in my life. And that's my take on these NFT, and not just Transformers. I mean NFTs in general. They're garbage. Don't waste your money on that. Go and buy yourself a candy bar. Go and buy yourself a bag of chips and enjoy like a nice movie that you rented from on demand. You're going to be way happier than you're going to be with a picture of a pop of Megatron. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. We saw images of the Studio Series Spike. Why do they refuse to paint a face on these guys? I don't know if you can take the top off like you can with the MP and put a face on it. If you can't, what a waste. I don't know. It needs a face. Why does he just have a globby flesh with hair? You remember Dick Tracy? Remember the movie Dick Tracy? Who here is old enough to remember the movie Dick Tracy? And No Face was on it. Spoiler: No Face ended up being Madonna. Go figure. But No Face had, as you would suspect, no face. Well, when I see this Spike, I think, yeah, it looks like No Face from Dick Tracy. To each their own, I guess. Magic Square showed off their Hound, whom they call Detective. Looks really good for a little smaller than Legends. Hound, really, really impressed. Great vehicle mode, awesome robot mode, beautiful, stupendous paint. Looks like a clever transformation. Very, very clean on the back, really clean on the back. And he even comes with like I'll almost call it the blast effect for his hollow emitter blaster thing in his hand. Oh, and a cage for Ravage. I'm impressed. Really, really, really impressed with Newage Hound. And their Megatron and their Optimus. But I think the Newage Hound is my favorite of all three. To be fair, Hound is probably my second favorite character, only to Wheeljack. So if he's not my second favorite, he's well up there. I'm a big Hound guy. The kickback concept art we already talked about. Deformation Space kind of came into left field with their MP scaled, sized blaster. And you know what? It's way bigger than the Kingdom Blaster, which is fairly big in and of itself. It scales nicely with a couple of the kind of going masterpiece sound waves like MP Soundwave and I think like the Fans Toys one. I don't know what the company is that released it, but it's Fans Toys, right? It looks good. Honestly, it's funny. I reviewed Kingdom Blaster, and I said I didn't like the black on the shoulders, and I said his feet should be the light gray color. The two little dots, they should be painted. I said I love the yellow on his chest and whatnot, but like a little bit of the detailing was a little bit almost too much molded detail. I like the Deformation Space one because it's got very simple lines, not a lot of inset detail, but a fair amount of paint. Stupendous articulation, ab crunch, the way the hips are able to move, and the stability of the feet and ankles seems really on point. The arms seem like they're well articulated as well. I think it would be hard to beat. I really think that this might be the definitive MP Soundwave, or not Soundwave, Blaster. Honestly, I really, really, really do. I think it's that good. But if you don't like something that is hyper cartoon accurate, you want more molded in texture detail. You don't want those flat surfaces. This won't be for you. You have to be kind of a G1 cartoon junkie for this to be the blaster for you. If that's what you are, do yourself a favor. And if you're an MP collector, I'm not, but if you're an MP collector and you are a G1 cartoon junkie, do yourself a favor, get this one. What else do we have here? I think there's only one thing left. I already talked about Vexopromion. Yes, okay, so the last thing is the latest Cyberverse stop motions. And there were two. The Optimus one is okay, but I want to talk about the RC Saves Grimlock. Now, this is RC, Grimlock, and Windblade, really, in essence. And basically, they save Grimlock from this pit, and they fight a couple of Decepticons that arrive. That's followed right away with an older stop motion. That was Bumblebee and Hot Rod Racing. And I actually watched the stop motion because I thought the one with RC, Grimlock, and Windblade was pretty darn well done. Very, very heavy on like the green screen and the special effects, but well done. Then I watched the next one, and Bumblebee was obviously the deluxe Cyberverse Bumblebee. That's pretty good. The Hot Rod, I'm thinking was an Ultra Class one or something. You watch it and it's painful. As an animator, it's painful to watch because the Hot Rod is so limited in what articulation he has, so incredibly limited that it's so noticeable and so bad. But that's not the worst of it, because in the same skit, I guess, you also have Megatron there, but it's the warrior class one. And I didn't realize that the arm with like the mace on it apparently doesn't even have an elbow. It's not good. It's not, the animation's fine. It's just, it shows that the warrior class weren't great, but the deluxe Cyberverse, man, you can see the difference in the stop motion. The deluxe Cyberverse are quite good, quite functional, quite articulated. But when you see them next to the warrior, you see just how lackluster the warrior really, really was. Really bad, actually. Really bad. Yeah, so there you go. There's the news. I'm going to give you guys the trivia, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to check the comments, and then we're going to do this week's unboxing. One of them is big. Real big. Real big. Let's see. So the trivia this week. Who was the title character, if you will, in The Girl Who Loved Power Glide? So what was her name? What was the girl's name in The Girl Who Loved Power Glide? Was it A, Adrian Vincent? Was it B, Ariana Ripley Drake? Was it C, Astoria Carlton Ritz? Or was it D, Alana Rogers Boyd? Was it A, B, C, or D? Was it Adrian? Was it Ariana? Was it Astoria? Or was it Alana? I'm going to go up. I see one guess there already. Waspinator guessing C as well. I'm going to go up here and check in a bit because I know I've definitely missed some stuff here. Let's see. We're talking about Batman there and CM Punk. Man, the chat really went off the rails tonight, but I'm so happy because it went all over the place. And that was great. 2 boxes of stuff. I'm sure that's going to hurt. Let's see. Eartha Kitt we talked about. Heath Ledger. Okay, yes, Hardy. Yeah. Do you remember when Batman and Robin met? Kato, yes. That. Let's go down here just a little bit. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. The Bat Dance. The Batusi. That's what the Bat Dance was. The Bat Dance was the Batusi. And I don't remember much about it other than he would take his glove and he would like go like this by his eyes. But I don't remember how the rest of the dance went. But yes, that time when Batman danced. Absolutely. DC made comic continuations of the Batman 66 series. Bane even appeared in it as a luchador. Oh, that's so good. Bane is a luchador. I love it. Eyes on the Eyes. Been a while since I caught live. Yeah, it's been a while, man. I don't like Family Guy because what? They messed Adam West. I, I don't. I'm not that invested in Adam West. He done the voice, so he was obviously okay with it. NFTs are such an absurd scam. They are. Like, I'm sorry if you spend money on an NFT, you're an idiot. Like, I hate to say it. I'm sorry to say it, but like, you obviously lack common sense. You're buying a picture on your phone, and it's only yours as long as you have the phone. It's it's idiotic. I'm sorry, it's idiotic. I don't know why. I don't understand why anybody even came up with this business. But hey, whatever, you do you, man. Did I watch the what? The 66 Batman animated? With William Shatner as Two-Face? No, I've never seen that. I've never heard of that, but it sounds epic. It's pictures. It is. It's pictures. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I don't care for NFTs. Don't understand them really. I can't stand pops. I'm not a pops guy. Thu said it best. These NFTs are not for Transformers collectors. Yeah, that's right. They're not. You're not even buying the picture with NFTs. Yeah, I guess they're a glorified receipt. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Sam. They're a glorified receipt. It's literally give us some money. We're not giving you anything, but give us some money. I'd rather have Funko Pop Sly Cooper than I don't know what Sly Cooper is, so that doesn't help me. Glad to see GotBot is on the correct side of the frenzies. What? It's like a 10 pull in a gotcha game, except no game. I've gotten some of those, and I've got 3 Skywarps and 1 Soundwave. Stop, Caldeo. Stop. Do yourself a favor and stop. I'll buy what you said, except paying money for a movie. Well, you fine. Catch the free stream then, man. Whatever. You do you. I'd rather rent and watch Batman than buy an NFT. Absolutely. Love Dick Tracy. You know what? The Dick Tracy toys were great. Honestly, they were fun. What? I like the mystery bags and boxes because it's fun to find out what you could get because you never know what's in it. Yeah, I've looked at some of the boxes up, but like I don't care about stickers and a T-shirt and little quirky junk. They're not for me. They're not for me. If they're for you, cool. I've seen a few like reviews on them. And I'm like, yeah, why did I spend 10 minutes watching this? This wasn't that interesting. Question from Justice League, no face. Warren Beatty. Dick Tracy, haven't heard that in a long time. Haven't heard Warren Beatty in a long time. I'm all over that blaster. I got mine ordered from Terry's TFs. I don't know what that is. It's not a site I know. Warren Beatty did a good job. He did do a good job. I agree. If they weren't going to paint Core Spike's face, I would have preferred they just made the exosuit helmet opaque. I could see that Waspinator, honestly. Or at least removable so that you could paint the eyes on at least. That's what I did with the Masterpiece one. I painted eyes on them. Hey, Armor. They made 2 66 animated movies. Didn't know. Can't transform a picture. Eyes got it. Can't transform a picture, buddy. You're right. If you have what? No, we don't have. I don't even think we have HBO here. I don't think we have HBO here. Do we?
You can pay for it.
News to me. I didn't think we did. I thought everything for HBO and Canada was on Crave. I've been comparing Coronation and Earthrise Starscream, looking at the differences, and I found some. We still one. Then what's the point of getting HBO Max if we got Crave? That makes no sense.
Crave is the home of HBO Max.
Okay, well then there you go. So it's on Crave. Oh well, all right, whatever.
You can still get it here in Canada.
Yes, that's not what he was saying. If you have HBO Max, you can. But we don't actually have HBO Max. We have Crave. Why is this a conversation?
Because you're like.
We don't have HBO Max. We don't. We have Crave. I don't know if Crave necessarily carries everything that's on HBO. I know they carry HBO stuff, but I don't know if they carry everything that's on it.
You know, I'm not even arguing with you.
I'm not arguing about it either. Difference.
You're wrong.
I'm not wrong.
Okay.
What am I wrong about?
Dennis, it's not the time. Go back to trivia.
Okay. I'm not wrong, but okay. Coronation Starscream, Earthrise Starscream, neither is very good. There you go. I remember reading some of they definitely got differences though. I remember reading some, I remember reading some of the Dick Tracy comic strips. They were ultra violent. Yeah, they were. A lot of Batman talk here tonight. It is a lot of Batman talk here tonight. Any thoughts on the news movie? Haven't seen it. Don't know any. Literally know nothing about it. I don't even know the actor's name that plays Batman. I know it's the dude from Twilight. I don't know what his name is. I know Robert Pattinson. I literally know nothing about it. Not a thing. I hear it's good. That's as much as I know. I'm not getting grumpy. I was just trying to clear it up. Man, I definitely missed some stuff here. The 266 animated were the best. Yeah, I don't know those ones either. Surprising. I know that stuff. Love them dearly. Written by people who love the show. There's between 86 and Earthrise are minor. Not really worth picking up 86. Well, I mean, to each their own. Yes, I frustrate her. But what I was saying wasn't wrong, though.
Oh my God, let it go.
She could say let it go, but I'm not wrong.
I'm going to start singing.
I definitely missed where the answers were for the trivia. It definitely jumped out over there. I got to go back up. You know, I might have been late coming out, but what a ridiculous show this has been. What a ridiculous show this has been. Everybody knew it. It's Astoria. Yeah, you guys got it. It's Astoria. All right, let's do the unboxing and get out of here. All right. So, first, I got this box, small box. Inside this box is none other, finally, than my pterosaur. Yeah, buddy. My pterosaur is here. Now, I did take him out. Because I'd heard some horror stories. And I have transformed him. First things first, my ankles are fine. No issues. He stands fine. My wings they're fine. I don't have any issues. They haven't fallen off. Yeah, they haven't fallen off. I do find that this one over here is, I guess this is the left one that everybody talks about. Might be slightly looser, but like it's not loose. It's not. It hasn't fallen off once yet. What I'm excited about when I review this guy, which I guess will be next week, is I can't wait to compare him with this guy, my original custom pterosaur, and see which one I actually do like better. We'll probably compare him with a couple of Scorponok's as well, just to see kind of how that goes. So I'm very happy to have my pterosaur. I love that mold. I love the Air Razor mold. It's not perfect for pterosaur, but it's pretty darn nice. I gotta say, it's pretty darn nice. I think it certainly fills the bill for what I need, but we'll talk about the details when the time comes. Will I get rid of some of the red and do some custom work on it? I don't know yet. We'll see. AEW, the home version. Ankles on my pterosaur are fine. Wingtips fall off constantly. The trivia answer was C. I said Astoria. I said that. Everybody said that it was C. It was C. It was Astoria. Astoria Carlton Ritz. Okay, and the other thing is on loan to me by our buddy Mike. And I wasn't going to look at this, but when he had it, I was like, you know what? I think I will. And a couple of people have looked at it. Some people have given this thing kind of high praise, and I'm not sure I share it. A couple of people have also been pretty critical of it, and I don't know if I'm quite that far yet either. And it's this big lad, big, gangly, lanky, long-legged, skinny, weirdo-looking lad. And this, of course, is NBK's what is it? King of Sniper Prime. Interested to look at it because I did look at the NBK Devastator a few years ago now, and I liked it. I thought the NBK Devastator was all right. I've heard so much mixed things about this guy. here's what I can tell you, and I haven't transformed them yet or anything, but here's what I can tell you. I don't like this shoulder. It's 2 parts, and I can see this snapping like that. You bring the arm up like that, and it's out. It's great, but I know my understanding is this whole piece goes up to become part of the rifle. I think you have to be very careful with how you move that, because while this cut here is what allows this to go forward and back, and it's like on a ratchet and stuff, I'm just thinking if you're trying to like flip that up like right over his head, I can see that snapping right off like that. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what it feels like could happen to me. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll get into it and love the thing. But I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. That is a big bot. He is definitely Titan sized. Definitely Titan sized. And saw it on eBay. Well, like I said, we'll be looking at it soon. I want this for the alt mode. That's fair. And I think most people would want it for the alt mode. Is that a canon character? No, it's not. It's a third party thing that NBK just did with a head that looks suspiciously like, I would say, Transformers Prime, Optimus Prime. Could be a nice repaint, retooling the Megatron. Yeah, maybe. Is that the part? Oh, it might be the part that Bobby snapped off. I could see that. I don't know if it's the part he snapped off. I know he snapped something off. It could be. I could believe it. I could 100% believe it, because it seems like a bad design choice. Anyway, ladies, gentlemen, whew, that's it. We were a little late starting. I absolutely love that you guys came back and gave me some of your time. I very much do appreciate it. I appreciate Starscream wife and her patience, even though I frustrate her. I appreciate you guys coming by. As always, man, thank you very much. Naturally, I look forward to the next time that you and I get together to have another visit, either right here in the live streams, at the stop motion premieres, or of course the old fashioned way, inside
The videos.
She finished it right there.